Keanu Reeves is not the type of celebrity whose life revolves around awards or public accolades. Instead, he embodies a rare humility that shines quietly amid Hollywood's glare. Over 3 decades, he has built a reputation not by flashy gestures, but through consistency, kindness, and an unwavering dedication to his craft. From the enigmatic Neo in The Matrix to the relentless John Wick, Reeves has captivated audiences with a presence that is calm, grounded, and profoundly human. His appeal is not rooted in spectacle but in subtle strength and compassion. Millions admire him not just for his talent, but for the integrity he carries in a world often dominated by ego and superficiality. Yet behind this serene public image lies a personal history of hardship, loss, and resilience. The story of Keanu Reeves is not only one of success, but of survival, perseverance, and quiet courage in the face of repeated adversity. A childhood. Without anchors, Keanu's life began in Beirut, far from the sense of stability most children experience. His early years were defined by constant movement from city to city, from country to country, never settling long enough to feel a true home. Sydney, New York, and finally Toronto each offered temporary shelter, but never permanence. For a child, stability forms the foundation of identity, yet Keanu grew up without it. Familiar rooms, streets, or faces were fleeting, leaving him to drift along with the impermanence of his surroundings. This transient existence taught him early to expect loss and to live without attachments. He carried the lessons of departure into every friendship, every connection, learning to love lightly because permanence was not promised. In this nomadic childhood, home became a vague concept, more a state of mind than a place. And while outwardly he appeared calm and observant, an inner awareness of instability was quietly shaping the man he would become. The father who disappeared. Keanu's early understanding of loss deepened with the absence of his father. Unlike a sudden death, his father's departure was a slow, quiet disappearance, leaving no closure, no explanation. Keanu was left with a void, not of grief, but of unanswered questions that would linger for a lifetime. Without a paternal figure, he grew up without guidance, without a model of stability to shape his understanding of adulthood. The absence was subtle yet profound, affecting the way he approached relationships, trust, and emotional vulnerability. He learned to protect himself by expecting nothing from others, to prepare for departures that might never be explained. This foundational loss became a silent companion, influencing every choice, every attachment, and every step into the wider world. Keanu's resilience in later life is rooted in these early lessons, where survival and self-reliance became necessary, forming the quiet strength that defines him today. Education and early challenges school was no sanctuary for Keanu. Dyslexia made learning a daily battle, forcing him to work harder than his peers simply to keep up. The educational system's pace and expectations often overshadowed his effort, leaving him misunderstood and overlooked. Each new school represented yet another reset, a place where friendships and support networks were impossible to maintain. He learned early that not everyone would recognize effort or potential, and sometimes trying was not enough. These experiences reinforced a sense of invisibility, a feeling that the world might move around him without ever noticing him. Yet, these challenges cultivated patience, perseverance, and an observant nature. If facing repeated hurdles, Keanu developed the quiet determination that would carry him through later hardships in Hollywood. His early difficulties instilled humility and empathy, traits that would later define his public persona, showing that the most resilient strength often comes from surviving unnoticed. The cold reality of Los Angeles. Arriving in Los Angeles, Keanu faced the harsh reality of an industry that did not reward effort alone. Amid the vast crowds of hopeful actors, his talent was just one among thousands. easily overlooked and undervalued. Early roles were small, sometimes nameless, and rejection became routine. He learned the painful distinction between failure and invisibility. The latter stung more deeply because it meant being ignored entirely, not even judged. This period tested his resolve, as the city's indifference contrasted sharply with the hope and eternity he carried from his past. Days were filled with endless auditions, nights with silent reflection, questioning whether his sacrifices and persistence had any meaning. Yet even in this cold, indifferent environment, Keanu refused to surrender. He kept showing up, performing with integrity, and holding on to a small, stubborn belief in the possibility of being seen. This perseverance would become a defining feature of his journey, long before recognition came. First glimpses of recognition. Keanu's first notable breakthrough came with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, a role that was lighthearted and simple but transformative for him personally. For the first time, someone saw him, not as a replaceable face, but as a performer with potential. Audiences responded positively, laughing with him and acknowledging his presence, creating a rare feeling of validation. Yet, even with this recognition, Hollywood's perception was still limited. He was placed in a typecast role, seen as a charming, temporary entertainer rather than a serious actor. This period marked the beginning of an invisible confinement where his growing public visibility did not fully translate into professional freedom. While external acknowledgement offered some relief, it could not replace the deeper longing for acceptance and stability that had shaped his early life. Keanu began to understand that being recognized by audiences did not always align with personal fulfillment or the recognition he truly sought. The rise of fame and pressure. Success arrived in the form of speed, propelling Keanu into global recognition. Suddenly, his face was on posters, interviews, and magazine covers. For the first time, the world truly saw him. But this visibility brought an unexpected pressure. Hollywood demanded constant proof of talent and resilience, transforming achievement into ongoing expectation. Fame amplified scrutiny, creating doubts both externally and internally. Keanu was celebrated, yet still aware of a gap between public perception and personal truth. This new phase revealed a profound lesson. Visibility and acclaim do not heal the silent scars of the past. The accolades could not substitute for stability, understanding, or the sense of belonging that had always been missing. Keanu's experience illustrates that success is rarely a cure-all. It amplifies both possibilities and vulnerabilities, leaving space for internal reflection amid external recognition. Beyond Hollywood, integrity and compassion. What sets Keanu Reeves apart? In Hollywood is not only talent but character. Even amid fame and wealth, he maintains kindness, discretion, and empathy, refusing to exploit or dominate those around him. He exemplifies the rare capacity to succeed without losing humanity, offering respect and support where ego often prevails. His choices, from personal relationships to professional interactions, reflect a commitment to authenticity rather than image. This integrity is inseparable from his early experiences of loss and invisibility. By choosing empathy over competition, he demonstrates that resilience can coexist with humility. Keanu's life is a reminder that enduring strength is often invisible, shaped by internal battles, consistent effort, and the courage to remain generous in a world that frequently rewards selfishness. A legacy of resilience. Keanu Reeves' legacy extends far beyond the silver screen. It lies in the example he sets for perseverance, humility, and compassion. His life reminds us that the greatest victories are often internal. Surviving loss, maintaining kindness in a harsh world, and continuing forward despite repeated setbacks. Fame and success are visible, but the unseen resilience behind them is what makes his story remarkable. Keanu's journey inspires reflection on the nature of achievement, empathy, and the quiet valleys each person carries. In embracing the emptiness, the absence, and the struggles of his past, he has forged a life defined not merely by recognition, but by an unwavering commitment to humanity, compassion, and the courage to continue even when the world remains indifferent. His story is a profound testament to enduring strength and quiet brilliance.